ladies and gentlemen, Vagran Gaming back again. This time, we're on the Lethality Operative, and I'm trying to get some more practice in at stalling the off node. At least that was my original intention. I didn't notice in time that I had two people with me, and so instead of stalling, it became, oh, okay, let's burn this person down as quickly as we can. Unfortunately, I'm still at that point of trying to get comfortable with the class again, and I haven't cleaned up my UI, so I make a number of mistakes. But that's okay. Learn by doing, right? So, because there's three of us and two of them, we've got the advantage. And fortunately, my guildmate there, Link's Mix, she's just a murderer, to put it simply. But I broke away because I saw a chance to do something kind of fun right here. Let's take a look.
Excellent!
So, yeah. Anyway, so we're in a decent spot. We've got both of the outside nodes, and now the reinforcements are coming to take back their native node, which is east. So this is where I kind of go into stalling mode. Just sapped one guy that was lagging back a little bit and just ignored him, it kind of worked out that he was the tank. So it increased the chances of the group I was with being able to dish out some damage without too much mitigation. Unfortunately, that got their attention, although that's kind of what I wanted. Although I didn't want their attention that badly, because I almost got nuked by the three of them, and I was a little shy about using my stunbreaker too quickly. Stealthed out. I'm going to run grab the health pot, and then I'm going to go right back in. And I'm probably going to be sticking, at the time I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to stick with trying to just spread dots and maybe get their attention and distract them. And we'll see how that goes. One of the things I really wanted to do, but I kind of messed it up, I wanted to get the dots on the tank and the healer, but it just didn't quite work out. I'm not that comfortable yet, so it's more a matter of getting some attention, rolling away, trying to heal up, and then going back in. Didn't quite work out. At least not according to plan. But you know, practice. That's what I'm working on. At the very least, I'm stalling, I'm getting attention, and that's giving the rest of the team more time to do damage. Because the longer I can stall, the better. And that's mostly what I want to do. Got some focus on me, and I'm going to do a quick lap around. I was also trying to see if any of them were chasing me to try to get them further away from the node, which is something I always try to do when people do start chasing me. I try to get them as far away from the objective as possible. But you don't want to go too far because that guy started capping and I wanted to get back onto him as quickly as I could. Fortunately, somebody else was also on point, but you know, I want to do my part. And now I'm taking the beat. So the other reason too that I was focusing on the stalling tactic is because, you know, the longer I can be in play, the better. Then hopefully I can get back in time where we can keep that pressure on everyone here so that we don't lose the node. You know, we want to keep this node as long as we can. And, you know, it's one of the downsides. I was starting to put some pressure on someone, and then I saw someone capping, so I had to stop what I was doing. It's a little bit of a pain in the neck because I have to do several moves to set up before I can start to apply burst. And then the other thing that happened very quickly was I noticed I was getting hit by that full auto attack there, and I gotta get out of dodge because that's a lot of damage. Which fortunately I was able to do this time around. So again, put some dots down. You know, when I see an opening, I try to put the AOE down there. You know, get some pretty little yellow numbers popping off everywhere. But you know, it's for the most part fluff damage. But it's these juggernauts, marauders. I know they can deal a fair amount of damage, so get their attention until they kill me.
Unbeatable.
So right there, clearly we lost the node. It turns out we had one person there, but I figured it wasn't going to be worth it to rush back there. It made more sense to come to mid, and hopefully that one person that was over there, which turned out to be an operative, could maybe get their attention and keep them there for a bit. We were a little uncoordinated trying to line up our stuns, plus there was a small gap where I just wasn't fast enough. But fortunately, we had the numbers game, we were able to work it out, we capped mid. So by the time between losing east and gaining center, it was a pretty short window. So we've got a good advantage in the scoreboard. We've got a decent lead, but we want to maintain it. I noticed that the person on West called out. I rushed over. And now we're going to get to the pit that's a little bit embarrassing. I probably should have popped into stealth. I wasn't worried about it. Found the Marauder, who was on his way back to mid. And I figured, it's just the two of us here. I'm going to get a little bit of practice in. Now, normally, I don't go out of my way looking for 1v1s because I've never been a good duelist. It's just not in my skill set. But I figured, here's the perfect chance because we've got, for the most part, the match well in hand. I figured, alright, I'll give it a shot. A couple of mistakes I made here was I lost track of my abilities and I got a little confused. I've got to clean up my UI. But fortunately, I noticed that his health was super low right about now. I think, I got my dots on him. I'm not going to sweat it that much. I'm going to try to focus on my timing a bit, which is why I did the roll away to the heal. And I probably should have slid a bin pack in before I got back into range. Wasn't the cleanest thing, but it worked. So you didn't miss anything exciting during that last cut. I basically, dropped a couple of probes on myself, grabbed the health pack, and then, rushed into mid. Now I saw that the commander was guarded, and I figured, I'm gonna pressure him anyway. Normally you want to attack someone who isn't guarded, and I've talked about this a while ago in a different video about when you might want to attack someone who's guarded. And the way I looked at it, the commander was basically ignoring me, and I think, if this guy's guarded, I'll pop my dots, which will trigger regardless. I'll just stay on him. And it was pretty satisfying when he finally went down. And it was basically like uncontested damage, because at that point in time everyone was ignoring me, and I figured if the guard is on this guy, it's not on anyone else, and if I'm the only person attacking this guy, then everybody else's damage is just pushing through. So I just kept on with it. It's not always the most tactically sound move, but I just figured here I can probably get away with it, so I'm just going to go ahead. Then I had some fun. And at this point, looking around, it looks like even though they've got a healer and a tank combo in play, we've got this pretty much in hand, and there's not much left for their points, and there we go. So this wasn't a huge damage dealing match for me, but I had some fun and I got some more practice at stalling the op node. And more importantly, I had fun teaming with my guildmates. I hope you guys enjoyed the match. Feel free to, give the thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff, and tap the bell icon if you want to stay updated. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll catch you all next time.